Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be looking at some messages from Luggie, where he talks about the Jay Slater case. Also, Chris Tenerife has messaged Warren about wax. So first, let's take a look at some comments from Luggie, because he reckons that Lucy didn't know where Jay was. So in this first message, someone comments under a post that Luggie put on Facebook, and says that Chris started the conspiracies when he posted a video saying that he thinks Jay's phone was thrown into a bush. Now, this isn't true, because I think everyone already had their thoughts on what happened with Jay, and no one believed that he just decided to walk through the mountains for no reason. So Chris didn't start any conspiracies, he was just explaining what he was thinking at the time. So let's just play that video quickly.
Cut my ankle, fell 3 times in about 5 meters, and that is where his phone is pinned. The road is behind it. I'm telling you now, if his phone pinged in there, it's because someone threw it in there. There's no fucking way that lad has walked through that after a 3-day festival. Not a chance.
You can see that Chris says that Jay's phone had to be thrown in that certain area, because there is no way that Jay would have got through such rough terrain. This also shows what Chris was thinking at the very start, until he spoke to Luggie. Because if you look at what Luggie says, when he replied to this comment, he says, "Why do you think he did a 180 after Luggie spoke with him and showed him the data he was holding?" So basically, Luggie is saying that Chris changed his mind about Jay after they spoke, and apparently Luggie showed him something that changed his mind completely. What could this be? Because Luggie says that he had some data which showed where Jay was most likely to be. But how can that change Chris's mind completely after Chris was already in the mountains searching, and it did seem like he wasn't buying the story either? But after speaking to Luggie, everything changed. Luggie says that he never knew Chris and didn't speak to him until he saw his name in the Daily Mail. So that would mean that it didn't take long for Chris to trust Luggie, who at the time was someone who he'd never met or spoke to before. So how did Luggie get him on his side so quickly? He must have had some very important information that would have changed Chris's mind straight away. Until Chris spoke to Luggie, he was doing fine and saying exactly what he thinks. But after they spoke, everything changed. The next question that is asked to Luggie is one that we all want an answer to. This question says, why did Lucy report Jay as missing to the Guardia Civil when she had his pin location? He wasn't lost when she knew where he was. Why not go get him when she got the location? This is a great question, because this is one of the main reasons why we don't believe what we are told about this whole case being an accident. And not only did Lucy not go straight to Jay's location, no one did, not Brad or Brandon, no one turned up when Jay needed them. Luggie responds by saying that Lucy didn't know where Jay was, because if she did, then she would have gone and got him. He then adds to this by saying, where he was is not where he was found. So did Lucy know where Jay was or not? Because she clearly said that she had Jay's location that he sent to her. Or was this another lie from Lucy? Before I say anything else, let me just play this clip for you.
You know, I was just saying, like, because she's only a kid herself, she's only 18, you know, and I said, like, thanks for reporting it, but then obviously after that it were like just so many questions, really, you know, thinking we can't change anything, like, but so it was just like thinking, like, if you knew his location, well, you know, why didn't you just go to him? There's taxis, there's even a taxi rank up there. There's a taxi rank, there's loads of taxis everywhere in Los Cristianos, in any.
So in this clip, you can clearly hear Debbie say that she had his location. so why didn't she just go and get him? So if Debbie is saying this, then surely Lucy did know where Jay was, and could have at least gone and searched for him straight away, which would have been Jay's only chance of survival. One reason why Luggie says where he was is not where he was found is because Jay wasn't found at the location he sent Lucy. So this means that Jay allegedly carried on with his journey through the mountains after speaking to Lucy. Why would he do that unless he knew Lucy wasn't coming to get him? Because surely after their phone call, Lucy would have said, "Stay where you are and I'll come and get you." And Lucy basically said that she told him that on the phone. Which means there is no reason for Jay to carry on. All he had to do is wait for Lucy to come and get him. So what made him think that Lucy wasn't going to come straight away and that he had to keep going? Because Jay was right, Lucy didn't go straight to the mountains to look for him. But something tells me that Jay already knew this, which is why he decided to keep going. It makes no sense. I believe that Jay knew Lucy wasn't coming to get him for some reason, and he had no choice but to keep going. And that still doesn't explain why he ended up going off-road in the first place. What aren't we being told about that phone call between Lucy and Jay? There is definitely something missing. And because we didn't get told everything about that phone call, that's why we were suspicious of Lucy in the first place. Not to mention that she had already lied about who called who, because she claimed to be woken up by a phone call from Jay. But when a picture was posted, it showed that it was an outgoing call, which meant Lucy called Jay. And Brad also said that Jay ended their video call because he was getting called by someone else. So you can't tell me that we have been told the truth, because we haven't. The last thing we are going to look at is a message that Chris has sent to Warren, because this is a complete mess. So what I'm showing you now is a message that Chris Tenerife sent to Warren before his account was deleted. I'm not sure why he has deleted it, but maybe this message didn't go down very well. So Chris says to Warren that he should get Wax to call him directly instead of making videos online. First of all, why does Warren need to do that anyway? It's not up to Warren if Wax calls Chris or not, and Warren doesn't want to be involved with all of this social media drama. Wax even told us that Warren doesn't want to be tagged in everything. He clearly supports Wax and his videos, and that's fine. No one should be bothering him about it. Chris also says in this message that Warren and Wax are mates, and he is always here to help. So instead of the stupidity online, just get Wax to call him. I don't get why Chris had sent this message, and I don't think Warren would have expected to get this message either. Also, wasn't Chris saying the other day that Warren doesn't know Wax? I'm guessing he now knows that they do know each other, and maybe Chris isn't happy about this. I just think personally that there was no reason to go and message Warren like that. He must have already asked Wax to ring him, and if Wax doesn't want to, then he doesn't have to. So why go and message Warren asking him to get Wax to call? This actually shocked me, to be honest, and I didn't even expect this from Chris. I can't imagine Warren is too happy about this message either. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will update you as we find out more.